Hello everyone, welcome back to Evolve with Letty J and welcome back to Wealth School Monday. So Wealth School Monday is where I post about everything related to personal finances and wealth creation. Don't forget to go check this week's Money Tip Monday on my Instagram pages at Evolve with Letty J and at Wealth School with Letty J. So let's get right into today's video. But before that, to become part of the evolving family, please click the subscribe button below and the notification bell so that you receive a notification every time when I post a video. So let's get into today's topic. So today we will be unpacking the different types of interest rates that are there. So I'll be helping you to understand the different types of interest rates that are there. And we're going to be explaining or defining what simple interest is, what compounding interest is, what nominal interest is, and what real interest is, and how those different types of interest and understanding them can impact you positively or negatively in your wealth creation journey. So today I'll be explaining these concepts with the help of my two friends, Sophie and Maggie. So let's get right into the video. So we're going to start by distinguishing between simple interest and compound interest. So simple interest is pretty much interest that is calculated on the principal amount, and compound interest is interest that is calculated on the principal amount and the interest that you will accumulate from the principal amount over time. Okay, so now giving you an example with my two friends, Sophie and Maggie. So Sophie and Maggie both invest 60,000 rand for 10 years at an interest of 9%. But Sophie invests her money using simple interest, and Maggie invests her money using compound interest. So at the end of 10 years, Sophie would have accumulated interest of 54,000 and her total amount would be 114,000. And on the other hand, Maggie, because she was using compounding interest, which is earning interest on the principal amount and the interest that she was accumulating over the 10 years, she would have made she would have gained an interest of over 82,000 rand, but I'll put the exact figures somewhere here and somewhere here. So she would have accumulated a little bit over 82,000 rand, and her total amount would be a bit over 142,000 rand. So I hope this helps you to see the difference between simple and compound interest, but also to go into detail and on compound interest is time is your best friend when it comes to compound interest. So in most of my videos, I always highlight the importance of how much wealth creation is not about you saving a lot of money, but saving little bit of money and increasing it as your income increases. So today we're going to distinguish the difference between someone who saved earlier and the difference between someone who decided to start investing later on in their lives, and how compounding interest can work in their favor. Like I said, today I have my two friends, Sophie and Maggie, to help me explain the difference between the two types of interest. So let's take my friend Maggie. So my two friends are both 25 years, right? So both of my friends, when they're 50 years, they want to retire early and start their own catering companies. So they decide that they want to save for their businesses. So with Maggie, she decides that, you know what, I'm going to start now when I'm 25 years, saving up until I'm 50. So she has a period of 25 years to save her money. On the other side, my other friend Sophie decides that, you know what, no, I want to buy my weaves first. I want to live the soft life. I want to pop my bodlela first. Then after that, I'll save when I'm around 35. I'm still young. I mean, and the money that I'm earning is not that much. So I'll see that later on. So Maggie's like, no, you know what, Sophie? I'm going to save 2,500 a month. Even though I cannot afford to save a lot of money, but that 2,500, because of compounding interest, is going to grow over time. But Sophie's like, no, girl, I want to contribute 5,000 rand when I can afford to save it. So I'll wait for the period when I can afford to save that. So fine. My friend Maggie decides to put her 2,500 every single month away for 25 years at an interest of 9%, right? So at the end of the period, at the end of the 25 years, my friend, my beautiful friend Maggie would have contributed a total amount of 750,000 rand. She would have earned an interest of a little bit over 2 million, and her total amount at the end of 25 years would be a little bit over 2,800,000. Now, on the other side, Sophie, the girl, because she decided that she wants to save when she's 35, she is going to contribute 5,000 per month for 15 years. So, mind you, she's contributing more than Maggie. So her total contribution after 15 years is 900,000 rand. The interest that she earned over the 15 years is a little bit over 990,000. Remember, I said I'll put the actual values here. The interest that she earned is over 990,000, which is less than what Maggie earned, and her total amount is a little bit over 1,800,000 rand. So we have my two friends here. Now you see the importance of compounding interest and how starting early, even if you don't contribute a lot of money, can work in your favor. Why? Because in as much as Sophie was contributing more than Maggie, the fact that time was not on her hand and the fact that she did not take advantage on earning interest on the interest that she would have accumulated with the little money that she was contributing, Maggie ended up contributing lesser than Sophie, but she ended up with more interest. Why? Because compounding interest and time go hand in hand. So at the end of the period, Sophie would have contributed 150,000 more than Maggie, but Maggie would have made a bit over 1,000,000 rands in interest compared to Sophie. So if this does not convince you that you need to start now with the little money that you have, then I don't know what will. So it's up to you to decide if you want to be a Sophie or a Maggie. I gave you all the information that you need. I gave you the difference between simple and compounding interest and how you can start now and use compounding interest to your advantage. So you know what, even if you're not earning 50,000 rand, even if you were waiting to earn 1,000,000 rands, start now, because you want to be like Maggie, who contributed less but ended up making double of what Sophie made. So okay, moving on to nominal interest versus real interest rate. Okay, so what is nominal interest and what is real interest? So nominal interest is interest that has not yet been adjusted for inflation, meaning that the percentage includes the inflation percentage, and real interest is an interest rate that has been adjusted for inflation. So a real interest is nominal interest minus inflation. So it's very important when you're putting your money in an investment account, or when you're putting money in an account, to make sure that it's above the inflation rate. Otherwise, you would be making a loss. Now, let's take my friend Maggie as an example, who was able to save over 2,800,000, right? So let's assume that our inflation rate is 6%. And like I said, the interest rate that will be earning on their investments is 9%. So it means that our real interest is going to be our nominal interest of 9% minus our inflation rate of 6%, meaning that our real interest rate is 3%. So in as much as Maggie accumulated a bit over 2,800,000, the real amount that she accumulated, or what her money would be worth by that time, would be a little bit over 1,100,000. Why? Because of the difference between nominal and real interest rate. And then let's assume again with Maggie that our inflation rate was 12%. I know the South African inflation rate is not 12%. Don't come for me. This is me just giving you an example so that you can understand the difference between real and nominal interest rate. So these are not real figures. It's everything that I'm saying is based on assumptions. So let's assume that the inflation rate is 12% and our nominal rate is still 9%. Then it means our real interest rate is minus 3%, meaning that we are making a loss of 3% on our investment. So let's take Maggie's investment of or a little bit over 2,800,000 and adjust it for inflation. So at the end of the period, her money would be worth a bit over 500,000, which is less than what she contributed. Because remember, she contributed 750,000, and then her money after 25 years would be worth a bit over 500,000, of which it means that you would be making a loss. So it is very important for you, before you invest your money, to find out if the interest that you are being offered is a real interest or a nominal interest. And then if you find that it's nominal, then you need to adjust it for inflation to see if you are making a gain or a loss. Because sometimes you can be offered an interest rate, a nominal interest rate, for example, of 4% on an investment, and you find that the inflation rate is 6%. You're actually better off not even saving your money, because you're going to be making a loss on that particular investment. So I hope that you now understand the different types of interest rates, and you will make better decisions when coming to your investments. And also, I hope you will be a Maggie and no longer be a Sophie, and use compounding interest to your advantage, and start saving and investing now, regardless of how much you are able to save. It's better to start saving the little that you have, so that compounding interest can work into your advantage. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Go check out Money Tip Monday for today, and follow me on both my Instagram pages at Evolve with Leti J and at Wealth School with Leti J. I hope that you really enjoyed, and please share if you found the video. Share with your friends and your family if you found today's video useful. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And I'll see you on Thursday. Hey.